call of the mines was too strong. So one day, I started digging and digging until I found this. A wonderland where anything you can imagine is possible. As long as what you imagine can be built out of blocks.
Bit of a change of pace there. Some parents possibly cringing in their car. The big hit at the box office. It's been panned by some critics, but it's the audience reaction to the new Minecraft movie that's hitting the headlines recently. The UK Cinema Association says there's been an exceptional crowd response. Some young fans clapping, screaming loudly during the films. Some theatres have even been wrecked. So what's all the excitement about? And is it just for the youngsters? Professor of Cybersecurity at Ulster University, Kevin Curran, with us this morning. Kevin, this really does seem a bit of a phenomenon in itself.
It is. But of course, it's one of those video games made into a movie, of course. And Minecraft is a video game that first came out 15 years ago. You know, on the surface, it looks very simple. It's like digital Lego, but actually, it's an incredibly rich and creative experience again, where people can build anything they want, from simple houses to entire cities. You know, go exploring and try to survive in some of the modes again. So it's got a huge. I mean, it's the most popular video game of all time with 300 million downloads. I mean, so it is a cultural phenomenon.
Yeah, people I'm sure will have seen it if they're out and about. Things made out of blocks. It seems so simple at times, but the reaction to this film shows you just the extent to which it goes to you. The crowd response seems to happen at certain times in the film as well, Kevin. So is this another sort of online presence of its own? You know, is there someone out there who started all of this?
Yeah, it's come from social media, especially viral videos
surprise.
on TikTok. Again, so TikTok has shown many Minecraft fans, again, often young teens actually, you know, acting out in the cinemas again, singing loudly, throwing popcorn, chanting phrases again throughout the game. And there's one particular scene where there's a zombie, a chicken jockey, again, where the zombie gets on a chicken, believe it or not, and then people, you know, chant the line out again. So there's a lot of activity again, a lot of interaction with the audience as well. But of course, in some cases, we've seen videos again where the police have been called into the cinema actually to escort young people out, and some cinemas are actually not allowing unaccompanied minors into the cinema as well.
I'm sure that's not what the creators of the movie had in mind when you know, they spend millions and millions of presumably dollars making a film. But it turns into something much bigger. What is the kind of advice now for parents or for people, you know, thinking about their young people and thinking, should they be going to see this? Should they not?
Well, hopefully it's harmless again. I've seen reports of drinks being thrown up in the air, whatever else, and I hope they don't do that, because I mean that's very hard to, you know, because there is a turnaround with cinemas again. That cinemas are designed actually to be cleaned again with the hard flooring and low pile carpet again, and the way it is. But again, if you have drinks again, if seats are wet, I mean that's very difficult again. But popcorn can be swept up again. I think it's just for parents again to tell their kids again to actually, you know, behave themselves to some degree. But again, it's a little bit of harmless fun if things are, again, no hard objects are being thrown, whatever else, because, you know, it's a Minecraft movie. The reviews are actually, you know, very low. But again, it's because it's a box office gold, actually. You know, it's actually...
It's got big names in there too. You've got Jack Black, who we heard there in that little piece from the trailer. Jason Momoa in this as well. It's top Hollywood.
It is indeed, you know, and again, it's not as if this is Schindler's List. People are not trying to follow the plot too strongly again, and the audience will be predominantly made up of parents and young kids again, because, you know, it's been around for 15 years now again, and adults actually play it as well. And Minecraft is even used in education for teaching anything from, you know, maths again to computer programming as well. So there is a, you know, it definitely has an audience waiting for it to be seen again, but it's really is. You know, the trailer actually looks awful if you look at it again, but a lot of parents will have to endure it for a few hours because, you know, there are many people who've grown up with Minecraft. Does that
mean you have no plans to go and see it, Kevin?
I don't, but I'm sure hopefully one day I'll watch it with my grandchildren.
No doubt it's somewhere in the future. Just finally, a film like this, you know, doesn't get great reviews, super popular with young people, goes a bit viral on social media. Will it still do well?
It will. I mean, it's you know, it's got a, and I mean, it's the most popular video game of all time, really. So again, I mean, that gives it, a built-in audience really as well, and it'll obviously do well when it comes to Netflix or whatever else it goes on onto video as well, because it's a harmless, fun movie again, and just like Minecraft. Minecraft is one of those nice games again where really it's safe for kids to play, and there's not many games where you can give it to a very young child to play actually, but Minecraft is quite wholesome fun.
Okay, good to get some clarity on all of that, Kevin. As always, thank you very much for joining us this morning. Professor of Cybersecurity there at Ulster University, Kevin Curran. And that is us finished talking about zombies and chickens for the morning. Still plenty to come up on the programme though.